What is up, you guys? It's your boy Johnny here, back again with another video, and today I want to talk about something that I really kept my mouth shut about, but I feel like now I can't really keep my mouth shut anymore. As you guys have heard, there's this whole beef going on. I'm not going to mention any names. One YouTuber didn't like each other, didn't like the other YouTuber, made a video on him, but also went after his sponsor, which is his livelihood because he gets paid for those sponsors, in the process. And then he made a response video, and then the other one lost sponsors because the fans got involved, and it's just a giant mess. And I'm over here sitting back like, what the hell? What has become of YouTube? This is not the YouTube I know and love. See, when I joined YouTube in 2009, it was just full of people who loved to entertain others and loved making videos and loved working together with each other. Sure, they were competing in the charts for, you know, who has the most subscribers, who's going to have the most subscribers. But at the end of the day, regardless of who had it, who was at the top spot, it was all love and respect. And they always worked together with each other. Ray William Johnson, Shane Dawson, Smosh, iJustine, Annoying Orange. Annoying Orange would have a YouTuber every week, pretty much. And Danebo would try to get new YouTubers involved. Not just the same old people. Yeah, you'd have recurring characters, but... And I'm not seeing that nowadays. Not at all. Now, I had the privilege of working with some of my favorite people, and the first one was the Irate Gamer. I was just a fan at the time, and I wanted to start the whole YouTube thing. I didn't even know where to begin. All I knew is that Irate Gamer's content was great, and I wanted to do stuff like that. You know, review games, but like make it like a movie and you know, stuff like that. And I didn't have the best equipment starting out. I recorded with my webcam and, you know, stuff like that. And, you know, but I really wanted to work together with some of these people someday. Maybe not at that moment because, you know, I was filming with a fucking potato. But I wanted to work with some of my favorite content creators. And, you know, Irate Gamer was the first one that really, you know, he said yes. And he didn't even give a crap about my sub count because I hadn't even cracked like 100 subscribers yet. And he took time out of his trip, and we did a giveaway video. And, you know, that's when I said, damn. Like, I felt accepted in the YouTube community. Sure, I was getting hate from his fans because everybody still thought he was ripping off AVGN, but it turns out that wasn't true. And, you know, sure, I was getting hate from them, but I knew it was coming. But, like, one of the greats, like, one of the people I look up to, you know, he believed in me. So much so that he, you know, he wanted to make a video with me. And I'm like, you know what? I like this. And I want to do this. I want to do this YouTube thing. Maybe not as a job, but as a hobby. I want to keep doing this. Because, you know, we're getting somewhere. Because I, you know, like I said, he was my favorite YouTuber. And always will be my favorite YouTuber. He's a cool dude. I still talk to him. You know, I don't see that nowadays. You know, talking about collaboration, while we're on the topic, a lot of these YouTubers just collaborate with the same old people. It's a vicious cycle. You know, they take the best of the best from, let's say, the 2K community, or, you know, the Madden community, whatever the hell you're doing. They take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 YouTubers and collaborate with those same people. Like, they don't bring anything new to the table. They don't build up anybody new. And it sucks. Because whenever somebody asks me for help starting a YouTube channel or starting a Twitch, I don't hesitate. I have friends right now asking me to help them build their Twitch. And I don't hesitate. I really don't. Because I want to help those people out. I want to make the community a better place. I want to introduce new content creators to the platform. But that's not, you know, nowadays people, it's like building a skyscraper, building on top of a skyscraper. Like, you're not building anything new from the ground up. You're literally building from what's already existing, and it sucks. See, when I go to collaborate, when I go to ask to collaborate with somebody, I don't give a shit about your numbers. You can have 20 or you can have 20 million subscribers. I could give less of a shit. I look at your content. If I like your content and I like you as a person and I like what you stand for, I'm going to work with you. Plain and simple. That's exactly how it is. But nowadays, like, well, if you don't meet this specific number, we don't want to work with you. Why? I could be making Spielberg-esque movies. I may not have the numbers. You can like my content. Does that mean you're still not going to collab with me just because I don't reach those numbers? You gotta ask yourself. Because I don't go by numbers. I go by your content. Now, obviously, if you're filming on a potato and, you know, you have 20 viewers or whatever, or 20 subscribers, I'm not going to work with you because you're filming on a goddamn potato. I learned that myself the hard way. But if you're doing quality content, of course, always open. But what I've noticed a lot about this new age YouTube is that a lot of people would rather start beef with other content creators rather than work together with them. And I know what you're going to say. You're going to bring up the Cash Nasty situation with me. And I'm going to tell you this. Throughout that whole thing with Cash Nasty that happened, I always told Cash, it's all for show. I got a lot of love and respect for you. Now, yeah, we made it seem like we had beef. But I was prepared that if fans were getting involved and people were starting to get hurt and it would go too far, like a lot of these YouTube beefs go, I would have jumped in and said, yo, it's just an act. We both got love and respect for each other. Always. But I don't see that now. I don't see people wanting to work together. I just see everybody wanting to bring each other down. And it sucks because some YouTubers preach that we should build each other up, that we shouldn't, you know, tear each other down. But then they go right ahead and they do the exact opposite of what they're saying. They're hypocrites. We have entire channels dedicated to drama and just straight slandering people. Slandering YouTubers, like slandering people in the community. What the fuck? Now, obviously, if somebody's doing something wrong that is hurtful to the community, by all means, call them out. If somebody's subbotting, by all means, call them out. Because that's like using steroids in baseball. That's cheating. But, you know, this new age YouTube is just, oh, I don't like you, I'm gonna make a diss track on you. Like, if you don't like me, that's fine. You can go ahead and tell me. But now you're just going to go at me publicly for no reason. It's stupid. And this website has a problem. And I just hate how everybody complains about Adpocalypse. But yet again, if the content creators and the fans who support, you know, content creators hadn't made this environment so toxic, Adpocalypse would have never happened. Cause now this is like a Adpocalypse on steroids, because now you're not going at YouTube, now you're not going after the money, or you know, now you're not getting demonetized, now you're going after sponsors who pay you. And a lot of these companies are gonna look at, you know, YouTubers, and they're not going to work with them. They're like, they're too controversial. They always starting beef. They're fucking putting our ads on videos of them talking shit to other YouTubers. They're not going to want to work with us. And that's a bad look for YouTube. For us. That's a horrible look. Because nowadays, it's all about the cancel culture and, you know, drama and controversy and beefs, and everybody just wants to see each other. Everybody just wants to see you know, this person and this person go at it. And my thing is, why can't we work together? Why can't you enjoy both? It's like the Kobe, LeBron, Jordan debate. Who gives a shit if one's better than the other? Who gives a shit if one's got 6 rings and one's got 3? And one's got 5? Let's just enjoy them. Enjoy their greatness. Why do we have to compare? Why do we have to pick sides? This website has a serious problem. And I'm not gonna fucking just sit back and, you know, shut my mouth anymore. Because in YouTube is not what it used to be back in the day, where everybody was working with each other. I understand. Now there's a lot more money involved, and YouTube is on a global scale now. It's not just a tiny little website anymore. But still, that doesn't mean now that we have to run it to the fucking ground. Content creators are just as to blame as the fans. Because the fans see that the content creators are starting beef with other content creators, and so they follow. They fall right in line. Fall right in line. And it sucks. It really does suck. And I wish we could go back to the YouTube of like 2009 where everybody's just working together and, you know, and where all this shit didn't exist. All this bullshit that's going on now on YouTube didn't exist. But I get it. Social media is bigger. It's not just small anymore. You know, the internet's a bigger place now. And I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, well, you ain't got millions of subs. You don't understand. Yeah, I don't have millions of subs. I don't make money off of this. But I've been on here for 10 years. And I've seen all the changes. And I've seen that, yes, YouTube as a website is probably bigger than it's ever been. But as a community, we're at an all-time low. Really going after somebody's sponsors, going after somebody's livelihood. Come on. Are you serious? This is what YouTube has come to? Not wanting to work together because, oh, you don't have the numbers? Come on. It's ridiculous. And a lot of you content creators should be ashamed of yourselves. We need to be better. We need to be better. We seriously do. Because this is not the fucking YouTube I know. This is not the YouTube that I joined up. If this would have been happening in 2009, hell, I probably wouldn't have even joined YouTube. So I'd been like, well, if I hit up Iray Gamer, he's probably just gonna tell me to go fuck myself. That oh yeah, no, I don't fuck with you. Now, I'm not saying he would have done that, because, you know, he's a really down-to-earth guy. But, like, why has YouTube become this? Why? I want somebody in the comments to tell me why. Why has YouTube become this, you know, why has it become this? Like, is it because the people we're letting into the platform that are making this toxic-ass content? I'm not going to say any names. And no, it's not the people involved in the situation that I mentioned at the beginning. But yeah. Why can't I ask, you know, Cash Nasty or somebody for a collaboration without being called a clout chaser? Because in reality, I'm not chasing clout. I just love his content and I want to work with him. I could give less of a shit. The popularity is a bonus. I just want to work with him. Why? Why is it that I can't ask somebody for a collab without being called a clout chaser? And this is not about me. This is about how toxic the community has become. Because I don't care. You can call me a clout chaser all day. I'll wipe my ass with those comments. But why? Why do I get called a clout chaser when I want to work with somebody who I respect in the same field as me? Tell me. But this is what YouTube has become, and it's really pissing me off. And, you know, I feel like I've had to, you know, I have to say something. Because I've been in this game for 10 years. And I feel compelled to say something. Why are we like this? And what can we do to better this? Because yes, Google, YouTube, the brand, the company has its faults. But most of the time they do this stuff because of how toxic the community is becoming. And because they need to do something, if not, it's their ass. Because they need to maintain an image. Obviously, they're a billion-dollar corporation. But why can't we all just, you know, work together? Like the people who helped build this website did back in the day. Why? Why now we want to tear each other down? And we don't want to fucking work with anybody. Except, you know, those in our inner circle. I don't get it. Why is it so hard? Why? Why the fuck do we have to tear each other down? Start fighting like start going at each other like a bunch of animals. YouTube has a problem and we need to fix it. The fans and the content creators are just as to blame. We need to fix this. That's all I'm going to say.